Every day we have 150 military personnel pass away. If they have served and received an honorable discharge or are currently active duty, they will receive military honors at their funeral.
Well, I think that people should care about funeral honors because it was someone who wore a uniform and, risked their life in one fashion or another. Maybe they weren't on the front lines. Maybe they weren't kicking down doors in Iraq or Afghanistan or shooting a machine gun in Vietnam or storming the beaches of Normandy, but they wore the uniform and they were in line to do something like that. They literally were putting their life on the line for our country, and so that's a service worth recognition for.
We have 6 minutes to say goodbye. 6 minutes to honor a military veteran as we take the flag that was draped over the coffin, fold it according to military protocol, and present it to his next of kin while taps is played on the bugle.
For that short amount of duration time, I like to time it. I think it's 6 minutes of perfection. We will get it right. We will be perfect in those 6 minutes.
Some of them, I feel so sad with the person, especially if I'm presenting the flag, because sometimes during the middle of my speech of presenting the flag, they fall apart and they start to just kind of crumble.
It's hard when you lean into the next of kin to present them with the flag and say, please accept this flag as appreciation of your loved one's faithful service. It gets very emotional.
Actually, the impossible, I know we've kind of pulled off before. When I was a coordinator, several times I had to just work 3 funerals in one day, and they were all spread out. You would drive to one, then you don't have time to spare, 2 hours drive to another funeral, another hour drive to the other funeral. So if that's what it takes to get it done, then that's just what you do.
I average almost 300 funerals a year. This is almost like my full-time duty. I would do this 7 days a week if I could.
We've done funerals from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Panama, Bosnia, Operation Desert Storm, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
This is a zero-miss mission. It's one of our highest priorities and one of the last chances to say thank you to the member and to their families.
Of all the things in the Navy that I've done, this perhaps has been probably the most rewarding assignment.
I get a personal gratification by being sincere and really caring about doing a good job and looking professional and just representing our nation and representing our branch of service when I present the flag to a widow or to a next of kin. It's just a very, very solemn and very, very important thing to do, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do it. It's the opportunity to say thank you on behalf of the President, on behalf of the Navy, and on behalf of the nation, to a person who's saying goodbye. And it gives them, a piece of comfort, a piece of dignity and pride in saying thank you. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your loved one's service to our country.
It's something that I often like to tell the families that this service member earned this right. He did his part for our country, and now we're doing a part. He was there for us, and now we're here for him.
I will say it's very humbling to do this. It's an honor. Not very many people outside the family, not even really some of the family members, know what we go through in the military. And as part of the Funeral Honors program, we are the last connection to the military that family has. So we strive to be as perfect as we can be to ensure that we leave a great last impression on the family members.
Ready, 2, aim, fire. Ready, 2, aim, fire. Ready, 2, aim, fire. Resets. Arms.
When TAPS plays and you hear grieving either parents or children or spouses, that's really hard because TAPS is a special sound, and it means a special thing to a service member.
This is our way of thanking him, of honoring him for everything he did. No matter how big, how small, he did his part. He earned this funeral. And that's why we're here.